out there right now is saying to yourself, well, yeah, we know Michael Parsons got traded, but they've been talking about this all week. You about to talk about it? Get damn right. I'm late, great, like wine. You know what I mean? It just aged better in time. Everybody else had their chance to say what they had to say about it. I've been sitting on it all week. I'm in the truck driving all week. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I got to work at. You know, I got to work doing that until this actually works and pans out. So hint to y'all, right? But in this trade, I think early it's too really honestly it's just an opinion because it's too early to really tell who actually came out better with this, and that's just logic. But for the sake of just barbershop talking with the fellas and the ladies that want to be part of the sports conversations, you know what I'm saying? We all rapping, talking about sports. Look, I would, and a lot of people are leaning towards Dallas winning this this trade. And I understand that. I really do understand why a lot of people are taking Dallas in this and saying Dallas came out better on this because they got 2 draft picks, and they got what 2 draft picks in this, if I'm not mistaken. Um they traded their defensive lineman, Green Bay did, Kenny Clark, and that's Kenny Clark on the screen, by the way. That's why I put him up there, because Dallas needed to stop the run. There is an importance in the NFL with stopping the run. It is. The run game has been disrespected in the past 2 years, but I think that the value of the running back is going to go back up because it's very important, because you got coaches that are committed to running the ball. Eric Sirianni, and even the Chiefs done it to win their Super Bowls. The Eagles obviously won the Super Bowl last year with running the ball well. Jim Harbaugh running the ball. He's done that, and he's going to do that. He's going to and we're trying to do that now in Pittsburgh. And I'll talk about us late. I'll talk about us later and how important it is to stop the run. Now, Michael Parsons, we know he's fast and everything. His run game support wasn't always there, right? However, Kenny Clark, what his pass, he's always, this is his 2023 film, right? I'm just letting y'all know, if Dallas can get this Kenny Clark, Green Bay's going to miss him, right? They're going to miss him because he was not only a pocket pusher in the pass game, but he's also good in run support. However, I think last year he was better at run support more than he was a pass rusher. And I think that Green Bay missed that in him, right? And that's why Green Bay said, we need to get a pass rusher. We need to get pressure on quarterbacks. That's killing us. We need to help our DBs. So if you ask a Green Bay fan, they'll probably say we spent too much on getting Parsons, because what he inked a $188 million deal that was worth $136 million guaranteed. And then when you really break it down, they said he was getting 47 a year. But when you put all the taxes and breaks downs up there in Wisconsin, it's only worth like $25 million. So could he have took that and stayed in Dallas? Sure. But I still think he's at a contending team in Green Bay. So to me, early on, and just spitting it out early on, I think both teams got what they wanted and what they needed from each other. I think it was a fair trade. And I'm breaking it down and letting y'all know here's why I think it's a fair trade for both teams. Because when you look at this film on Kenny Clark and what Kenny Clark is able to do, if Dallas can get this is exactly what Dallas needs. A guy who can help in the pass rush, push a pocket, push a body back, and be in run support, right? And like I said, Green Bay needs a fast edge rusher type of guy to help out, because Green Bay, they are one of the organizations who develop talent such as Pittsburgh Steelers do. And I know it's different. I'm gonna bring up my Steelers, but that's what we do. We bring people to Pittsburgh, we develop them, they go somewhere else, they be a star, or they're an impact player on that said team. That's what Green Bay does. They draft really good. They develop their guys, and they wind up being well. So we'll see what Michael Parsons does. And so early on, that's what Trucking is saying. Both teams made out with this trade. That's it. That's all. That's really all I got to say on that. Because when you look at what both guys can do and going at both teams, you look at where they were missing on the defenses. Did Green Bay drop a bag on them? Of course, because it's the market. It's the market. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to bring up illegal stuff, but sometimes, and I'm sure all of us done at some point in your life, you smoked a bag of some good bud. I don't care who you is. I don't care what you're doing now. At some point in your life, you did it or you was around it and you knew it. That's just what it is. So kids, plug your ears. I hope ain't no kids listening to my show. But it's the same thing. The market just moves. The market moves with anything. The houses. When we get raises at jobs, when the government say they're going to give us more money, the rent goes up all of a sudden. Landlords, you know what I mean? Your mortgage goes up. The interest rate might go up on your mortgage. You might have to, when you refund, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. It's the market. You got to pay. He's one of the top guys in the league. Now, is he better than Myles Garrett? Is he better than TJ Watt? Probably not, because both of those guys have proven themselves both in the passing game and in the rush game. He's more behind. I would put Michael Parsons in that Crosby category. I wouldn't even say that these past couple years, Hendrickson has surpassed Michael Parsons, to be honest. I would say that. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at it, but he's not in the elite top tier of pass rushers. He's right below that. You know what I mean? He's with those other guys. Like I said, he's Hendrickson, Crosby, but Hendrickson trying to creep up there with Myles Garrett and TJ Watt right now. So he's trying to lead that stratosphere. You know what I mean? But he's definitely one of those guys, and you just got to pay the market, man. So I'm not tripping. I think both teams made a great move, man. I really honestly do. I had time to hear what everybody else had to say. People are leaning so far right, so far left on this particular topic with Michael Parsons. Oh my goodness, the Cowboys, they let him go, but Jerry wasn't playing. Now, and that's some other questions I had about Michael Parsons and this whole thing, like, because I talked about the importance with stopping the run in NFL and how important it's going to be, especially when you got to play Philly in that division. Having Kenny Clark there is going to be very important for Dallas, right? Playing Washington, they're going to establish the run. You know, pushing that pocket back on those quarterbacks, making those quarterbacks time and go up and help out with that DB room is definitely important for Dallas. Definitely. Now, did Jerry Jones fumble? I don't think so. I do not think so. I do not think that Jerry Jones messed up in this at all, because I think he got 2 draft picks out of the deal. He allowed one of his players to go to a contending team, so I don't think he completely shit on Michael Parsons. No. I mean, it is cold in Green Bay. It might be undesirable in Green Bay, but Green Bay is a franchise that wants to win, despite what anybody may think about how small Green Bay is, only 100,000 people. They do want to win in Green Bay. They do have prestige. That is a prestigious organization over there. So I think it was like, look, you know, we going to part ways. I'm not about to drop that money on you. I spent money on guys right now, and I can't even win a damn playoff game. You know, that, and I see that it's almost the same thing that's going on in Pittsburgh right now. I'll be talking about them soon, but that's just what it is with Michael Parsons. And I don't think that Jerry Jones fumbled at all. I think Jerry Jones made a good call, and I think both organizations is going to come out great. How about that, y'all? Moving on to the next topic before these other games come on. I'm trying to move through fast as I can and not get hung up on everything. So y'all got to work with me, man. I be working, and I mean